In this video, I'm doing something a little bit different. I am going to be making clay charms. So I am really excited, and I think that these clay charms turned out really nicely, so I made a video on it. So first round, or first charm. So I actually asked my mom to write some things down, and I'm picking them out, and whatever I pick out, I have to make. So in this case, I am making a pot. Okay, so to make the pot, I am using air dry clay, and I took out a bit of clay, but it was like a little bit hard and crumbly. So what I did was I wanted to make it softer. So what I did was I put on some gloves and put some water on the clay and kneaded the water in with the clay so that it got softer and more workable. And now I made like a marshmallow shape, and using an X-Acto knife, I am cutting out a hole in the pot. And I'm just continuing to do this, and using my finger just help smoothing it out. I also used like this round tool and used water to fill in the cracks so that it was more even, and eventually it got to this shape. So I put that aside, and now I am going to make the handle for the pot. So to make the handle, I am just taking a little bit of clay, and I rolled it out and I flattened it slightly, and I kind of made like a handle shape. And then to attach it, I used some water and put it on the pot. But to help support it, I used like this tool and I put it underneath. And with a toothpick, I combined the pot and the handle together. And yeah, I let that dry, and this is what it looks like. And it's ready to be painted on now. So to paint this, I decided to make it like a dark gray color. So I did this by mixing in some black and white paint and then painting the inside and the outside and all over the pot. So I did this all the way around the pot like this. Once I got it fully covered, it looked like this. Now I was gonna leave it like this, but I didn't want it to chip or crack the paint. So what I did was I took some gloss varnish, and I'm going to do a clear coat of that over the charm so that it doesn't end up cracking later on or scratching. And I just did a clear coat of that all over the pot. And this is how it turned out. I think that it turned out really nicely. It is simple, but I kind of like it, so that's how that turned out. Okay, round 2. So for round 2, I'm picking out of the bowl again like last round, and I picked out a snowman, which I found pretty interesting, and I was really excited to make a snowman. So for the snowman, I just took a bunch of clay, and I cut a smaller piece of clay and a longer piece of clay, and I combined them together. And then I'm using a toothpick, I'm just smoothing the two edges out. Then I'm making the scarf by rolling out a snake of clay, a long thin snake of clay, and then flattening it out. Then I'm taking the snowman and putting the scarf around the snowman. So I just cut it, and I'm now just putting it all the way around the snowman. I kind of did this like this, and then I just cut off the end of the scarf where I thought it looked right. So this is what it looks like. that's all I wanted to do. And I also added an eye pin so that I can make it a charm or a keychain. But, oh yeah, and I also added it on a carrot nose. And that's how it looked like. I let this dry and I painted it. So I painted the scarf like a light green, and I took several coats of paint. Then I painted the nose orange, the eyes, and the buttons black. And I also did a clear gloss varnish coat. And this is what it turned out to look like. I think this is actually one of my favorite ones that I made in this video. And I think it turned out really good. I like this one a lot. Okay, round 3. So for round 3, I'm doing the exact same thing I did for the last 2 rounds. Again, to help me decide, and I got dessert cup. So I was thinking about what I should put in it, and I thought of ice cream. So ice cream in a bowl. So I am using a large dotting tool, and shaping the clay around it to make a bowl. Eventually I got to this. Once I got to this, I made the ice cream, and I made a ball that could fit inside the bowl. And once I got a nice round ball, I took my toothpick and started dragging down the ice cream so it looked like ice cream. I did it all over and I put it inside, and it looks like this. Then I made the spoon just for fun because I thought it would look cute and it would go together, and I made it like this. Then I let the two dry in for 24 hours, and now they are ready to be painted on. So to paint it, I wanted to paint the bowl like a light yellow color, so I mixed in some yellow and some white paint, and I painted the bowl yellow. I did several coats of paint on this to get a nice covered paint, charm, and I also painted the ice cream white so that it was vanilla. I was gonna make this a different color, but I wanted to put chocolate syrup on it, and I thought vanilla ice cream would look the best. So to make the chocolate syrup, I am using Elmer's clear glue and some brown eyeshadow, and I'm just scraping it on. You can also use chalk pastel, but I didn't have any, so that's what I'm using. I also added in some brown paint and mixed that in, and it looks a lot like chocolate syrup. And I just put this on. The reason why I put glue instead of just plain paint is so that it was more durable, because I'm putting a thick chocolate syrup thing. And I also painted the spoon gray and gloss varnished it, and this is what it looks like. I think that this turned out really cute, and it's really tiny, and I really like tiny things, so this is what it turned out to be. Okay, now for round 4, which is the final round. I picked out a laptop, so I'm gonna be lastly making a laptop. So I took out some clay and rolled it not too flat but not too thin, and then I am gonna cut out a rectangle using my X-Acto knife. Now I got my shape, and I'm just smoothing the edges out, and I'm making this again, and I wanted to make the same shape, so I'm placing it on top and then cutting it, and then I put some water, and using my toothpick I'm combining the two together. I let that dry, and this is what it looks like. Then I'm using my black acrylic paint, the same color basically that I used for the pot, and I'm painting on the inside of the laptop. Once I painted that and I let it dry, I painted the outside gray, like this, and I'm just doing several coats of paint on the outside like that. Then I painted on the keyboard and the screen, and also the Apple logo and I gold varnished it, and this is what it looks like. I really like how this turned out. It's really tiny, and I think that it turned out really cute. So this is what it looks like, and that's my final charm. Okay, so those are all my charms, all completed. I think that all of them turned out really nicely. So that's it for today's video. Tell me in the comments below what your favorite charm was. Mine is a snowman. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!